Hello and welcome to the Prince George's County Memorial Library System Virtual Library. In today's episode, we will be exploring the Learn a Language section of the website. The first thing you want to do is make sure you're on our website at www.pgcmls.info. Once you get to our website, you will be on our main page and you will see at the center of the page is the Learn a Language section. All you want to do is double click that section and you will be led further into our resources that we have to offer to learn languages. The first thing we have here for learning languages as a resource is Rosetta Stone. This resource will allow you to improve your language in English or another language that you would like to learn. There are 30 languages available for you to explore with step-by-step tutorials for each language. So you just click Rosetta Stone. Then you are led to our library system of EBSCO and then you click Rosetta Stone Library Solution, and then you are able to create an account so that you can then be able to explore all that Rosetta Stone has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and pause my screen so I can log into my account. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Okay, now I have entered in my email address and my password, and now I'm going to go to the language that I want to explore. There are several different ones, 30 in total, for me to be able to choose from. So let's say, maybe I want to brush up on my Japanese. So I click Japanese and then I sign in and I am led to the next section of the Rosetta Stone tutorial for Japanese. So once I get to the language learning suite, I'm able to explore the language that I chose or contact support. If I want to sign out, I can do so here on the left, or I can change my password. If I want to return to the home screen, I can click there and I can go back and choose another language. So let's click Launch Rosetta Stone. Once I do that, it gives me some information about my system, and it also says that I am using Adobe Flash Player. It says that in order to, continue, you have to click the Enable Adobe Flash Player to be able to allow it to run Flash. So that's what I did, and now I'm able to use this system. If you're in the library, you shouldn't run into this problem, but if you're at home, you may need to make sure that your settings are adjusted so that you can use the Rosetta Stone. Next, it leads me to choose the type of voice that best describes my voice. So if I was an adult male, I would choose adult male. If I was an adult female, I choose adult female. And if I'm a child, I would choose child. So I'm an adult female, so I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to click continue. And this helps Rosetta Stone with the speech recognition. So that's why it's important to choose exactly which category you fit into. Now I'm going to choose a language yet again, and I want to use Japanese. So I'm going to go down to Japanese, click Japanese, and then click the level that I want to explore. I'm a beginner at this language, so I'm going to choose level 1, but you could choose level 2 or 3 if you're more advanced in learning this language. Now it's going to load my course. Once my course is located, it wants you to select further exactly what type of course you want to explore. So there's the reading intro, there's the reading and writing with intro, there's the reading, writing, and focus, there's the extended, there's the speaking and listening focus, the standard with reading intro section. So I think that I'm going to start with the first one, the Extended with Reading Intro section. Then I'm going to click Apply Changes. Again, it is loading my course. So at the top, you'll see that it's Japanese.
Welcome to the Rosetta Stone community of learners worldwide. To get you started, I'll take just a few minutes to introduce the powerful language learning method you'll experience in Rosetta Stone. In a word, it's all about immersion. In language learning, immersion means you're completely surrounded by the language.
So I'm just going to pause it here. So this is just an intro video to let you know exactly what you're going to be doing in this course. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. I'm just going to click continue, but you could listen to the whole thing if you would like. And then I am at the core lesson, which is Unit 1, Lesson 1. It tells you exactly how long the course will last. It gives you a start button, some nice pictures at the bottom, and then explore all the activities for Unit 1. So Unit 1 consists of several different activities. I think that it consists of 4 activities, which is 1, the core lesson, 2, core lesson, 3, core lesson, and 4, core lesson. And each of these lessons are 30 minutes long. Up at the top, it tells you exactly which lessons will be exploring as far as topics. So there's the language basics, which is Unit 1. Unit 2 is the greetings and introductions. Unit 3 is the work and school. And Unit 4 is the shopping. So let's go to the core lesson. Click number 1. We're going to allow it to use the microphone here. I'm going to click OK. Close there. And it just gives you some instructions on how to activate your microphone. So we're going to click OK. And then it tells you about which microphone is available for your computer. So you can use the built-in microphone, which is the default selection, or just the regular built-in. So let's use the default and go to continue. Then it still wants you to set up your microphone. It says where you should put your headset if you have a headset. And it says say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a normal speaking tone so it can understand and recognize your microphone. So let's click continue. And let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's close this. And we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've set up 3, 4. So now we've set up our microphone because we have tested it out. So we can continue. Once we click continue, we are now in Unit 1, Lesson 1, the core lesson.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
And now we say, こんにちは。こんにちは。
こんにちは。
Let's try it on the female voice.
こんにちは。女の子、男の子、男の子、男の子。
男の子、男の子。
女の子、
女の子、女の子。
男の子、
男の子。
女の子。
女の子. So it shows you here what 女の子 is, and you have to match it up with the picture. Yes, it's this one.
女の子、
女の子、
女の子、男の子、
男の子、男の子。
男の子。
So basically, I said it correct, so it gave me a check mark.
女の人、男の人、男の人。
男の人、男の人。So you have to match it up with which picture it goes with.
"女の人、
女の人。
女の人、
女の人。
女の人、男の人、
男の人。男の人。
男の人。ジュース、ジュース、ジュース。
ジュース、ジュース、ジュース。So basically it's showing you here what the different sayings for juice is. And you would have to continue there. So I'm going to stop this. This one seems a little harder because I don't really know Japanese, so I am going to try a different language. Let's see. I'm going to try a different language. I'm going to pause the screen again so I can put my passcode and stuff. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so now we're back at the main page again, and I'm going to try a language that I'm a little bit more familiar with, which is Spanish. So I'm going to click Spanish and sign in. Same thing, once I get there, I'm going to go to Rosetta Stone, launch Rosetta Stone, and I'm going to allow it to load up on the screen, which takes a little while. And then I'm going to choose Spanish again. I'm going to go to level 1. I'm going to go to continue. And I'm going to go to standard. Because I think maybe I will be able to work with this a little better because I'm a little more familiar with Spanish. It seemed like the Japanese was a little bit more difficult. Same thing here. You have the different units and what you will be learning. Language basics in Unit 1, greetings and introductions in Unit 2, work and school, Unit 3, and then shopping for Unit 4. So let's try greetings and introductions. Lesson 2. Click start. It takes 30 minutes to do this lesson. This is a core lesson and it's level 1.
Hola. Hola.
So let's do allow. So you click here for allow and then you click close. Hola.
Hola.
Which is hello in Spanish.
Hola. Una niña. Un niño. Una niña.
Una niña, which means little girl.
Un niño.
And then un niño, which means little boy. So little boy. So the Japanese section was doing the same thing with
La niña come. La niña bebe. El niño bebe.
El niño bebe, which means drinking. You see here, the little girl is drinking. So I chose the little boy.
El niño come.
El niño come, which means the child is eating. So I picked the child that's eating. So because I know Spanish a little better, I can
Una
kind of
niña.
understand what they're trying to do. Una niña. I got it wrong. Una niña. Una niña. I I got it correct.
Una
that
niña.
time.
Un
I got it
niño.
correct. Un niño.
Un niño.
So when you get it correct, it makes that lovely sound, and I got it correct.
La niña bebe.
La niña bebe.
La niña bebe. El niño bebe.
El niño bebe.
El niño bebe. La niña come.
La niña come.
La niña come.
La
El
ni-
niño come.
El niño come.
El niño come.
So as you can see, it shows the picture.
Una
and
mujer.
shows you what's in the picture.
Un hombre. Una mujer.
So we're going to stop it there. Close out of there. So as you can see, the Learn a Language in Rosetta Stone is a wonderful resource for you to learn several languages. There's 30 in total, so remember that you can practice a new language as many times as you like, as long as you create an account with an email address and passcode. Then you will be able to unlock Rosetta Stone and use it for free through our library website. The next section I would like to show you is the Transparent Language Online section, which is an easy to use section for also learning languages. So again, I'm going to pause the camera to put my username and passcode information to my account. So I'll be right back. Okay, once you have created your account and logged into your account through Transparent Language, you are now able to choose a language that you would like to learn. All the languages are listed here, or you can search for a language here. And you can see the languages are listed in alphabetical order. Sorry, can't get my words out today. Alphabetical order. So let's see here. Because I feel a little bit more comfortable with Spanish, I'm going to choose Spanish. But as you can see under Spanish, there are 2 dialects available. So if there are different dialects for different languages, they will be listed here in yellow, and it will tell you exactly how many. So you can see there are a couple here that have different dialects. So let's choose Spanish. The 2 dialects that are here is Latin American Spanish, Castilian Spanish, and then it also breaks it down further for Brazilian and Portuguese speakers along with Turkish speakers. So because I'm an English speaker, I'm going to choose the Latin American Spanish. Next, it will go to a welcome. This is your home base for learning a new language. So you just click continue. And the 3 main areas on this screen organize your learning. So I'm going to click continue again. So it goes through a brief tutorial to help you get familiar with what's on the website, which is wonderful. You learn new material with the lessons you find here, which is on this section, and you click continue, and then you can refresh your learned vocabulary items when you see that they are stale, which is located here. Click continue, and then down here is the practice section. You can use your favorite activities anytime with the content you want to practice. Click continue. Up here is you use the main navigation to explore other parts of the application. Click continue, and click here anytime you need help. So that's wonderful, because once this tutorial is over, of course you can go back and review it, but you may not want to watch it every time. So there's always this question mark here where you can click and get more help. Here you will be able to start learning the highlighted lesson. So let's finish the tutorial and get started. So when you're finished with the little brief tutorial, you will see there are sections at the top: learning, browse, my transcript, resources, and kids speak. Under that, you will see your learning path. There will be a welcome, and then there is a Latin American Spanish alphabet to familiarize you with the alphabet assessment, the Unit 1 Hello lesson, and the lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and lesson 5, and so on and so on. So you can work through the different lessons. And then if you scroll back up to the top on the right side, you will see what you learned. And then the practice section, listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So you can practice the language in all 4 of these ways. You can preview it, recognize it and say it, recognize it and write it, pronounce it, produce and write it, pronunciation, and so on and so on. And then there is a series of different tests you can take to further help you with learning the language. So let's get started let's start with the alphabet. Latin American Spanish alphabet familiarization. So let's click Learn. And it gives you another tutorial. It tells you to read the objectives. So you want to identify the letters of the Spanish alphabet, say the letter name correctly, and associate the letter names with their shapes, and test your knowledge of Spanish letter names and letter shapes. So let's click down here and start learning. Again, it gives you another tutorial. You can choose a character, see the character's forms, and you can also read a character's description. You can also hear the name and the sound. So you just saw the screen light up the letter name and the letter sounds. So you can also go back and click them if you're trying to learn them. So A would be ah or ah. Then B.
B.
Then C.
C. K. S.
Then D.
D. D.
And then you see how it is here spelled in the Spanish language. You can also click autoplay, which will go through all the letters without having to stop.
D. D. E. E. F. F. H. G. H.
So we're going to stop that there so you could go through the entire alphabet and learn it for yourself in the Spanish language. If you click the back button at the top, it goes back to the main page of the lessons. And let's play around and do one of the practice. We'll do the speaking multiple choice. There's the welcome lesson, and then you can go through all the different vocabulary. So let's go to Teen Voices Spanish, and then Teen Voices Spanish Level 1, and then let's go to important dates. Just mix it up. So let's go to practice. This activity would like to use my microphone, so I click Enable. I click Allow. And then we'd like to check that your microphone is set up properly. So please record testing 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to click record. Testing 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to stop it. It says all set. Speech analysis has been enabled. So we go to proceed. Again, it gives you another tutorial. It tells you to read the meaning, which says December. Then record the correct Spanish word or phrase. Turn off the microphone mode to manually select your answer, and then click anywhere to continue and click down here for record. So December is our word. These are our choices. So let's see. Diciembre is the correct answer. I know that from some Spanish courses I've taken. So I'm going to play it so I can hear it.
Diciembre.
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 So the turtle button allows you to slow it down. So now I'm going to record. I'm ready to record it. So I'm going to click record. Diciembre.
Diciembre.
and then I got it correct. It's the talking about the date. So these are the choices. I don't know if I know the correct answer. It's the talking about the date. So diciembre was our other one. Let's hear what this one is.
¿Cuál es la fecha?
¿Cuál es la fecha? I don't think it's that because it has the question marks on the end of the phrase. So I know it's not diciembre because that was December, and I think noviembre is November. So I'm thinking es el is the correct answer. So let's hear it.
Es el.
Es el.
Es el.
So we slowed it down. Es el. So now let's go to record it. So we click record. Es el.
Es el.
And I got it correct. It said I was correct. So if we go back, there are several different options for you to practice and play with the languages in the transparent language option. So feel free to explore it at any time. To me, after using the Rosetta Stone and the transparent language online, it feels to me that if I'm a beginner, I would probably be more comfortable using the transparent language online because you're able to slow down the language, you're able to hear the language from the native speakers, and you're also able to practice the language using your own voice. You can do the same thing with Rosetta Stone. However, it feels to me that the Rosetta Stone is a little bit more advanced. So it would probably be best for some of the intermediate or advanced speakers of the language to practice using that option. But whatever your choice, feel free to explore our Learn a Language options on the Prince George's County Memorial Library System website. That's it for today, everyone. Please join us next week as we explore another area of the Prince George's County Library System's virtual library online. Thanks, and come see us again. Bye-bye.